The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Students don't care how much you know, they know how much you care. It is not what is poured into a student that counts, but what is planted. Teachers have 3 loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first 2 loves together. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. I like a teacher who gives you something to take.
Good evening, everybody. Could you please confirm if I'm audible? All right. Thank you, Cherian. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Good evening once again. Thank you all for registering and attending this national level online faculty development program on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools and funding opportunities for research, which is being organized by the PG Department of Computer Applications, the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC, and Lincoln University College Marine Research Center, LUC-MRC, of Marine College Kotikano Autonomous, in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council, the KCTC. We would like to welcome today's resource person. Again, that will be Dr. Suresh Namboothiri, who is the Director of SPF Technologies, Pune. And also, we would like to welcome all the FDP participants of today. Now, a few things about this FDP. This is an 8-day FDP program with live sessions from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this is actually our 5th day of the FDP. Now, the fee for the LMS access and processing of certificate is rupees 600. All the participants who are paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recordings for all the days, and provision to download your FDP completion certificate. The procedure of receiving your certificate will be informed to you towards the end of the FDP. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please make the payment of rupees 600 to the account details that I will put in the chat shortly. If you are unable to attend any of the live sessions, they will be available in the LMS. Now, we have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till yesterday. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp today will receive the LMS access details by later in the day or by tomorrow only. If any of you have trouble in attending the online session in the WebEx platform, you can also join us on the YouTube live session, the link of which I will put in the chat now. Right. My name is 𝐶hIN𝐺𝐸𝐺𝐿. I'm working as Global Relations Manager with IPSR Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. Now, about today's technical session. Today's session is going to be a continuation of yesterday's session on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI, and it will be delivered by Dr. Suresh Namboothiri, who's the Director of SPF Technologies, Pune. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sachin, and good evening to all. So, uh, before we start, we will have a recap of what we have done in the last 2 days. The first day, as you remember, we have gone through the various methods of prompting, that is, prompting method or prompt engineering. We have uh, explained clearly with the various examples. I think I have shown some 36 to 40 examples of various prompting, and I have shown that how something can be achieved only by prompting. In ChatGPT or in any generative AI tools, let it be music making, let it be 3D printing, let it be video making, let it be image making, or let it be text. Anything, if you want to get something unique, which is not possible by normal apps, you can get it only through prompting. So prompting is actually helping you to dig out diamonds from the ocean called ChatGPT or generative AI. Because the basic rule is that for those who ask, it will be given. But you should know how to ask. So this asking method is prompting. That was the thing we spent the first day, that is 2 hours we spent on prompting, and those details are there on LMS. Those details which I could speak and beyond, those things are there on LMS. Now I am coming to the second day, that was yesterday. We started with our research methodology program. And in research methodology, what are the things I explained? We will go through that fast before we enter into the today's session. I am not waiting for the more participants to enter because we do not have time. These programs or research methodology through artificial intelligence, I normally take in a faculty development program in 2 days. But here we are trying to complete it in few hours. Therefore, it is necessary for me to explain these things fast and request you to please refer to learning management system or LMS so that you will get more details about how to do research methodology through AI. So I am going to recap what are the things we spoke yesterday. So we are going there now. We have explained to that this is what you see on the left hand side. This is a condition of most of the researchers when they start their research or in the various stages of research. They are under fire and they are confused. They are got full of questions and they are totally surprised with what are the things happening and time is running. When you see like this, if you are using artificial intelligence and appropriately, then this is going to be the result. And we need to understand always when it is coming to quality versus quantity or quantity versus quality, our researches were in numbers, it was big, but not on quality. And always developed countries, now including China, you have to see the Chinese growth in research, that too research with relevance. Chinese research, we have to see how it has gone up. Any type of ranking, now we will see that first to 20 is a number of Chinese universities. And if you see Chinese plus Hong Kong, Hong Kong is almost a part of China and it is going to be a part of China. you will see it is one of the biggest number, because some 3 universities in Hong Kong, they are always there in the top list in research. Hong Kong being such a small city state, we wonder that how such a thing happening there. It is the same thing with the Singapore. Singapore is also city state competing with the Hong Kong, and they too have some 2 very big universities, and they develop research. Now, those people without artificial intelligence, they were doing great. Now they are becoming pioneers in artificial intelligence. Also, they are becoming experts in artificial intelligence for research. And now let us see what is the type of performance that they are going to do. So before we enter and questioning things, we need to understand what is the type of the competition we are going to face. So what we see on the right hand side, that is a result of applying AI. I am going to show here I am in the process of explaining how real use of AI can help our research. It can reduce the strain on research. It can improve the happiness of the research, satisfaction of the research, and reduce the load on guides, and totally for guide scholar relationship, very good relationship. So this is what we discussed yesterday. This is the process how we are going to do, and I have shown that how to do 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. If you are using generative AI or ChatGPT in the appropriate way, that is through your own prompting, you are using it in the elemental level. You are not using in the building level, and you are stitching things together, or you are putting these bricks together. How you can make a good research without plagiarism. Here I have shown 12 reasons why, and you remember this thing. ChatGPT result, if it is done through prompting, it's original generation, and it is a combination. It is a user input plus ChatGPT's brain. It is a tool, not a source. No claim on authorship. These are all the 12 reasons I told you yesterday. Now I am going ahead, and I have shown that custom prompting avoids plagiarism. How custom prompts help to achieve originality. Then for showing this one, I explained to you yesterday 14 different stages of conducting or doing research, and in each stage, how much is the cognitive challenge and how much is the physical challenge. Because research is an intelligence process, and wherever there is a cognitive challenge, that is the place in which we can use our ability or our knowledge with the ChatGPT, and we can get superior results. So we will see that in most of the important area, like identifying research problem, conducting preliminary literature review, preparing the research proposal, and here formulating hypothesis, all these places research design, you will see that the cognitive challenge is high, and these are the places when you do well, your research is going to shine like a diamond. So these are the places we need to really focus. This is what I was explaining yesterday, that usual whatever they show on Instagram and YouTube, what is the type of the research AI, those things can do only minuscule. They can only automate some of the thing. When we do literature review through that, you will get 12,000 answers for this. It will be overflow of information. But when you use the prompting to find the literature review, when you refine it, you can refine it to maximum 15, 20, 25. So your research will be totally in control. You will never get frustrated, and you will be actually taking the right type of the information. Now I am coming to the most important thing in that. Most important thing what I was explaining yesterday, it was the applied critical thinking for research with the AI. This is what I was showing yesterday. The core of the research, that is, if you want to do the right research, this is the particular frame you should never forget. You must apply intellectual standards. There are 10 intellectual standards. To the elements of reasoning, there are 8 elements of reasoning, so that you develop intellectual traits, and those intellectual traits are developing high impact research, as several people do in various campuses across India. Just to go mug up something, cramp through some of the books, no one is going to make any research. That is the reason we are not getting good research. We are not getting, even our heavily funded institutions fail to get to good research. This is the reason. You go to any of the IITs, is there any program for critical thinking? Whether they are showing what is the way in which it is? No. The first day itself, they take a book and they start studying. It is something like you start driving without a map, or you start driving blindly. So here you must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning, so that you develop intellectual traits, and these intellectual traits are developing high impact research. So we have shown that on what are all the intellectual standards, that is clarity, accuracy, relevance, logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. These are the 10 intellectual standards. I was showing you yesterday one AI platform. I told you that it is a mother of all AI tools, that is 𝐷𝐞𝐽𝐺. In 𝐷𝐞𝐽𝐺, these critical thinkings, the engine. What we have developed is a critical thinking engine. It is an algorithm. It is embedded into that, so that when you are going through each and everything, you are actually doing critical thinking. So that is included in that. I am going to show here to the elements of reasoning, the purpose, question, information, concepts, point of view, inferences, assumption, implication. These are all the classic thing of thinking. There is no escape from that. I read that some last year, this Donald Trump was saying, whatever be the technology growth, ultimately car's tire remains round. Similarly, whatever be the AI, whatever be the new technology, the critical thinking and creative thinking of the person, this will remain. It is classic, because these are the things making us human, and that is what making us Homo sapiens different from animals. So therefore, we need to do this critical thinking, because research means research. Research again and again. That means it is coming to the iteration. So what is happening in an iteration? Each stage we have to understand the result of our last process. Then we have to see what are all the parameters we need to change, improvement. Then we improve it. That is the reason. Most of the research process, it is a refining process. So we are going through exactly the same thing here. Now, these are the intellectual traits which is making the high impact research. People who can't see this, they only see the surface, they only see the trophy, they only see the certificate. They never see what is the work in the green room, what is in the elemental stage, how this person who is a good researcher, great researcher, what is his constituents and what is making him great. So that is, we are actually working there. We are not interested in that beauty skin. We are actually working on that. What is that brain? What is that muscle? So that is what this entire thing we are speaking here. Now I am coming back to the other one. It is the applied reasoning for this. Now you see it like this. Applied reasoning. We are coming to this thing for purpose. So for purpose, now after showing this, I will go fast. See, there are out of 10 intellectual standards, this many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are linked to the purpose. we should have clarity of purpose, relevance of purpose, logicality of purpose, significance of purpose, completeness of purpose, fairness of purpose. All these, each one of them, we have got a we have got clarity of purpose, we have got permutation combination. In this way, the critical thinking, it has got more than thousands of permutation combinations. For your easiness, we have made this particular algorithm based on this permutation and combination, that is called a critical thinking engine algorithm. So now we have completed this thing yesterday. In the step 2, we have explained, and now I will come to this one, this. So ultimately what we have to do, this is the path to high impact research. Each researcher should say, I must apply international intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that I develop intellectual traits. That develops high impact research, my high impact research. So this is what our main thing is. Whatever research we do, we should not forget that. So now this is what I have shown you yesterday. Now I am going to the step 3, that is constructing a research problem. So here we are using application of AI for reviewing the literature. In step 3, I will show you here. In step 3, we have got A, application of AI for reviewing the literature. Then we have got B, formulating a research problem. And when it is coming to C, identifying variables. And then it is coming to D, constructing hypothesis. Actually, in step 3, we are almost building our entire intelligent part of our research, because we are doing reviewing literature and we are doing formulating a research problem. Then we are coming to identifying variables and we are doing the constructing hypothesis. Now, in this point, I wanted to tell you, institution to institution, guide to guide, the research methodology varies. And you know that discipline to discipline, and what type of research you opt for, based on that the research methodology varies. But this is a totally generalized research methodology as per this Bloom's taxonomy third that one apply. You know that you can extract the insights from here. This can be applied in any sort of research methodology. That is the beauty of this. And we are giving some 200 prompts just to it will take you through the research methodology. It can be applied in each stage of the research methodology, and I understand that it will be uploaded on our LMS tomorrow evening. I want to repeat it. The PDF with 200 prompts will be uploaded on LMS tomorrow evening. So it will constitute these everything like a application of AI for reviewing literature, application of AI for formulating a research problem, application of AI for identifying variables, and for constructing hypothesis. So now we are coming to this point, application of AI for reviewing literature. Now let me tell you an important point. That see, just a minute, I am collecting something. Let me tell you an important point. Actually, what is required? The technology and all developments, it has to help our research. And helping our research means what? It has to help us to solve our problems. It has to reduce our work. Now, let me tell you one thing. What are all the problems we actually face in literature review? And if AI cannot solve that, then what is the use of AI? I will tell you what are the real problems faced by in literature review and how AI will solve that one and who will solve this. First thing is that information overload, that is really challenging. Second thing is that whether we get access to all relevant resources, that is a big challenge. Third thing is that people do literature review and they just stray away from the main thing. Means maintaining the objectivity is a challenging thing. Four, we know that people sit with one book or two books for a long time and they themselves will forget how much time they are spending. Time management in literature review is a big challenge. Now, the another one is keeping up to date with the task is really challenging. Now there are language barriers and even the language in the sense some of the subjects books are available only in old English that even we cannot read and understand. Then we get many information, but how to determine the relevance and the quality of the source, that's a really challenging thing. Then we get many information, but how to synthesize them, how to synthesize this information, this is really challenging. Synthesize in the sense, it is not that we are joining together. In the insight level, that is in the real meaning level, it has to get synthesized. Means it should be a marriage between various books. Means all three books are not existing, its combined thing is existing, as I was explaining some prompt in the prompt engineering section. So that is a challenging thing. Then understanding the methodology, we go and see various literature review, means various papers, but many of them will have different methodologies. How to go through that one and understand the real thing, that is a challenging thing. Then so many people ask in this particular program itself that citing all those things, that is a challenging thing. Then main thing is that keeping that focus, that is really challenging thing. If you see, these are the challenges of the literature review. These are the challenges. Actually, AI should solve this particular problem. It is not like that AI is showing something here, something there. That was the thing. Yesterday, many people asked me about this one. So that what are the things we are doing here? I was telling you yesterday that these are the real challenges we want to get. We want to get a solution from AI. That is what here we are getting, that we give 15 information which is asked by this platform, and you get synthesized summary of literature. Means you need not do anything. You give this information, it is going to give synthesized summary of literature. It is doing keyword analysis. It does research problem clarification. It does methodological mapping. It does theoretical conceptual frameworks overview. This is very important when we are doing interdisciplinary research, because there are some frameworks which you don't even understand. Applied contextual understanding, reference trend analysis, historical progression mapping, how this thing has grown or evolved over years, cross-disciplinary insights, then gap identification. Automatically, based on the information what you are given, our AI is going to search all those literature available. It is going to show you the list of the gaps. You can select from that. Evaluation of methodologies, theoretical conceptual framework analysis. Here it was overview, here it is analysis. Because it is Bloom's taxonomy, cognitive K5, K6 level, evaluation creation level, recommendation engine, metacognitive reflection question. What are the questions you must ask yourself about your literature review? Innovative study design concepts, evolving literature synthesis, visualization toolkit, assumption auditing, heuristic development, synthesis of contrasting views. These are all the things made it in such a way that what are the type of the questions you will even face during your dissertation, during when you defend your research. Even those things are included in this. Predictive insights for future research. So now this is what actually AI should give. AI is not to give some synthesis, some summarization, or to give some things like that. So I am coming back here. This is what yesterday I have shown you through various prompts taken from the participants. I have shown you each one of this. I have done this application of AI for reviewing the literature. I have completed that one. Then we have come to formulating a research problem. In formulating a research problem, let me go ahead individually. So now we are coming here coming summary and formulating a research problem. Formulating a research problem here, this. Now, how can AI help in research, in formulating a research problem? How can AI help? Now, before that, let me give you one very interesting thing. I am going to give you this copy of this particular prompt. This is for everyone to copy today itself. I am going to show you one very interesting thing. In this, I am going to take you through one prompt, one super prompt. It will do half of the research for you. For example, I am going to paste this prompt here. This I will be pasting in the chat box. You can copy from there. Or if anyone who has not received it, we can send it. Now I will read this. It is going to give the complete research. Now, any of the participants, or one thing, let me put a general subject here for this research. I am going to put a research topic. Okay, it is applicable to everyone. I am going to put see. I am putting a research topic. Sedentary jobs lead to jobs lead to heart attack. Please see what is the magic happening here. Okay, I have made a prompt and I gave one research topic here. Sedentary jobs lead to heart attack. Now, yes, I am going to copy this thing, madam. You please see the result, then I am going to share it with everybody. It is a super prompt. And my request is that please don't share with anybody. It is only for our participants here. Please see this. it is asking for this research whether I am ready to start. I am going to tell I am ready for research. Please look here. I will tell I am ready. Okay. I am ready for this research through AI. See, ChatGPT has given me 5 options. Great. Considering your topic of interest, sedentary jobs lead to heart attacks. Here are a few broad fields to consider. ChatGPT has given me 5 broad fields to consider and telling me, please select one of these broad fields that most aligns with your interest. Now, let me give this first one, occupational health and safety. I am going to give that broad area as my interest interest for research. I am going to tell ChatGPT, out of 5, this is what I like. Now, excellent choice. Occupational health and safety is a rich field of research. Now, ChatGPT, just to see what it is doing. Within this broad field, here are some sub areas for you to consider. ChatGPT has given me 5 more sub areas for me to consider. Which one to take? Workplace stress and cardiovascular risk, physical activity interventions in the workplace, ergonomic design and heart health, long-term health outcomes of sedentary work, and policy and regulatory aspect. I will go for the 4th one. I will go for the research on this. I am going to tell ChatGPT, yeah, this is what my choice is. And for your information, nobody has made any AI app on this. Now, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or after 2 months, or one of the participants can make you an AI tool on this. But one thing I want to tell you, that our Vijnana is 1,000 times more powerful than this. 1,000 times. Now, focusing on the long-term health outcomes of sedentary work is an insightful choice. This sub-area allows for a comprehensive exploration of the prolonged effect of sedentary. Now ChatGPT is giving me 5 more options. In this, which one to have a consider my research problem. See, now ChatGPT is helping me to find a research problem. That is comparative studies, that is examining the differences in heart health outcomes between sedentary and non-sedentary workers over an extended period, age-related effects, gender-specific. I will go for the first, fourth one, role of workplace wellness programs. Okay, because people are sitting in offices continuously working some 11 hours a day. As per Narayana Murthy, we have to work 70 hours a day. So that how it is going to be in this. Now let us do the research on that. Role of workplace wellness programs. Now I have given that as a choice. Means I received the research problem. I selected my research problem. Now I am giving this. See, ChatGPT is developing research questions for me. Research questions. See, focusing on the role of workplace wellness program in mitigating the heart health risk associated with sedentary work is a highly relevant and impactful research problem. Based on this choice, here are some potential research questions. That is potential research question. Now, I can choose a research question from this. Okay. Now, let me see this thing. Employee engagement, program components analysis, effectiveness assessment, cost benefit analysis. I will go for longitudinal impact. Now, I have selected this longitudinal impact. So ChatGPT is guiding me through this research process. Okay. Now ChatGPT, based on that, ChatGPT is giving me the choice of research objectives for my study. I got the research objectives of my study. How much time did I spend? Have you read the last line of this? After giving me some of the potential research objectives for my research, after giving me 5 numbers, ChatGPT is telling me, please review these objectives and let me know if they align with your vision. That is, when I do a research, I have a vision. So whether they align with my vision for the study, or if you would like to modify or add something. Now I am going to tell ChatGPT, now I am going to tell ChatGPT that please give me 3 more. It is going to give me 3 more options. Now I have come to this stage of the research. See, now please understand, when we are using prompting, this is the power of ChatGPT. This is not there in any of the Tom, Dick and Harry's this research AI tools available there in the market. Nobody will give you this. So now it is for me. Now I have come a very long way in the last 4 minutes. So for me, I can even prompt and I can take it further. Means this will actually take almost all research itself. Now I am going to paste this prompt on the chat box. This prompt is little more, so that I will cut it into 2 and paste, because this WebEx chat box has got some word limitation. So my request is that you please join it and take. I am going to paste the first part. It is up to my confirmation. And where you have to put the question means your this research topic. I am going to put BPPB. That is what the place in which you have to write your research topic. Okay. This is the chunk 1. This is a chunk 2. Please join these 2 and use. Where I have written BPPP, you have to put your research topic. You can put anything, and in between some of the participants, they were asking for to include certain subject to a certain research topic. My request to them is that you put it yourself and enjoy. And once you understand the structure of this prompt, you can understand. You will start using your brain. Even you can extend it. Okay. Now let me go back. Please let me know you are able to copy and you are able to get this both part 1 and part 2 and you're able to join. Please tell me yes, so that I will go to the next section. Oh, Maria madam is saying there is nothing in the chat box. But the same time, Ramesh Naik sir said yes, able to copy.
The text is there in the chat. What you have pasted is there, sir.
Pardon me?
What you have pasted is there in the chat.
Yeah. So Mary Serena madam, it is there in the chat. So please scroll down and see. Okay. Now I am going to the next one. See, yesterday we have come to this formulating a research problem. See, formulating a research problem, we have seen that here, how fast we have done here. But when we are going for a high impact research, we have to compete with the foreigners. We have to get better ranking. Therefore, so Mary Serena madam, you please do one thing. You please scroll down to the last area of the chart. Okay, last area of the chart, you will find it. It is coming in 2 chunks. First one copy, then second one copy. Join these things together, and where there is BBBB, you please put your copy. You put your research topic. From there, the magic will start. Okay. Now I am coming to formulating a research problem. Here also, I wanted to. Sijin, will you please look into this? There is a change in sharing.
Yes, I will have that stopped. I think somebody else is sharing the screen.
Okay.
I think it's gone now.
Okay, fine. Yes. See, when we are formulating a research problem, we have to really understand that what are all the real challenges in formulating a research problem, and whether existing with the AI capability, are we able to do that? In my opinion, with all the research what I have done, and with all the literature review I have done, what all these things, I will tell you what are all the challenges really make researchers cry. It is, first thing is that finding a unique angle is a challenge. because now we have reached some say ages of people doing research. So when we are taking something, we have to find a unique angle for the research. This must be done. People spend so much of time for this, and balancing specificity and broadness means whether we have to go like this or we have to go like this. That is a challenge in the case of research problem. Then are we getting limitless access to resources? Means comprehensive information. We are having limited access if we really don't use AI. How to do that? And then then another issue is if we can align our personal interest and expertise with our research. If we can do that, that research is going to be really three-dimensional. It is going to be world-class because our sixth sense will work for that research. So this alignment is a very, very important thing. Then how to predict the feasibility of the research? That is a challenge. People spend so much of time on this. And how to do the ethical and how to manage the ethical and practical constraints. This will happen many of the social sciences and those research. Ethical and practical constraints, that is a challenge. Then when we are enter into now, according to new educational policy and new research, maximum number of research should be from interdisciplinary. Interdisciplinary research is a challenge. Then we can say like that, if we are doing the funding and resources, it is based on the research problem. People are going to see, people are going to fund. No one is going to fund something which is very, very ordinary. So when we have to go for high impact, we have whether AI is going to help us for this. Then staying current, and that is a very, very important. Then there is every researcher has got a problem because we have to. There is a pressure to contribute to the field. That is a big challenge. Then there are many things about bias, confirmation bias, and interpreting the existing literature, etc., etc., etc. These are all challenges. So how to face these challenges without breaking our head? I am going to this particular thing again, this place, because the most modern way of doing that is formulating a research problem. See here, at one place, giving those inputs here, inputs like when we are giving these inputs, and you can just with the clicks using critical thinking engine, and using the power of generative AI, you get a refined research problem statement. You give your information, you get a list of research problem statement. If you are not happy with that, based on this, change it, then you get it. Methodology overview, relevance justification, potential data sources, operational definition dictionary, a scope definition, research problem variance, research problem visualization. These are all the things you are going to get up to Bloom's taxonomy and evaluation creation level, and everywhere you will get pre-research publication ideas. For NAC we need publication. For NIRF we need more and more publication. So with each and everything, when you are putting this, you are going to get a research paper ideas by Vijnana. It will give you a brief, and you can use the same iteration with that paper research topic. With that, with Vijnana, you can do the same iteration and you can build a paper publication. That is the power of this particular AI. Why I am stressing on this is that there is no other one which is actually taking care of a research and publication to this extent. So now let me go back to this formulating a research problem. I have shown you many prompts on research problems, how to use it. And I will go again with that. Mm, Let me go here. Step 3 prompts. Mm. So in the future, every research, a researcher's ability, as I was telling earlier, now you have seen that using of the correct prompting and using tools like a Vijnana, this is what going to show the real quality of a researcher. Now let me show you one thing for a research problem. Let me go a little further. I am going to show you example for the uh, for this identifying research problem. Now, actually, I am showing here. I am going to show them. I am going to show the exactly that same thing what I have shown yesterday. No, not yesterday. Just now that sedentary. Sedentary jobs lead to heart attack. I am writing this. Then I am not giving any, but let me show this prompt. See, comprehensive and critical assessment, existing literature review. So if somebody telling you that usage of AI for research means it is for summarization, it is for grammar check, it is for plagiarism check, or it is for only for literature review, please don't listen to them. They are your enemies. They are not your well-wishers. The generative AI power is too high, and our enemy countries and other countries, they are using it extensively, and we cannot sit with complacency. Even people here, they are going to use it. So those institutions which are not going to use this, they are going to be the sufferers. Now just see this with one prompt. What are the type of the information I received? Now I can question this. Even I can ask ChatGPT to elaborate on each one of this. So this is only a seed. All the prompting methods what I have used, what I have shown you day before yesterday, that those things can be implemented in this, and you can like a plants coming out of seeds, it can expand from there. This is the power of ChatGPT in research. It is not that you are going to use some tools for summarization or for some low quality work. We have to use ChatGPT where we require intellectual or cognitive rigor. Now let me go to the next to the next step, where we are in the formulating of a research problem. Now let us go further. See, these are all the places where we get each stage, what are all the things ChatGPT can do. For example, formulating a research problem, how can AI help researchers with the steps in formulating a research problem? So, formulating a robust research problem is a step-by-step procedure that demands clarity, systematic thinking, and relevance. Integrating generative AI in this process can provide researchers with a tailored insight. Please understand this. We are not speaking about insights. We are speaking about a tailored insights, tailored for you. For whom? For you. Tailored for your research. Tailored insights, guiding them through the integration of the following ideas through generative AI. Researchers can navigate the intricate process of formulating a research problem with a heightened efficiency, clarity, and precision. See, interest assessment mapping, calibrate the magnitude estimation, measurements of concepts, evaluating the expertise level, validating the relevance check, verification of data availability, exploring the ethical consideration, identify broad areas, sub-area breakdown, question generation, objective formulation, objective assessment, double check mechanism. And these are all the type of the things in each areas we can use with the ChatGPT. So in colleges, whoever are the research guides sitting here, please note, when you are telling this as part of the research methodology program, you will see like that. Even without your pushing, your scholars are going to make very good research, because you need only to check that whether they are following this, and ask the questions, ask the relevant questions to them. And for the research scholars sitting here, these are all the things in which once you do, you need to do only the iteration part. Then you judge that by doing what change in the iteration input, I can get a better output. So in this way, ideal research process will happen, and we will get a we will get the output like a high impact research. That is the reason I am sitting here. That is the reason we are embedding artificial intelligence to research methodology and prompt engineering. So now let us see. Now let us go next. Formulating a research problem. How can AI help researchers with the formulation of research objectives? See, research objective, you have seen in that single magical prompt how it has come. Now here we can go in depth. How can AI help researchers with the formulation of research objective? That is, research objectives act as signpost, guiding a researcher through their study. They transform a broad research problem into specific actionable steps. Generative AI, with its ability to assimilate vast amounts of information and discern pattern, can be instrumental in formulating precise and relevant objectives. Now please see this thing. Objective precision, gap identification, hierarchical structuring, alignment verification. That is, these are all the things very difficult to do in real life, but with ChatGPT, with our Vijnana, these things are very easy. Alignment verification, feedback iteration, benchmarking against peers. If you have the research means if you have the report from your peers, you can do the benchmarking against peers. Even you tell 10 take 10 peers, you can do the benchmarking automatically through AI, forecasting relevance. So these are all the areas in which you will get magical results with ChatGPT. Only thing is that we have to use prompting. We should know how to use ChatGPT for research. That itself is an important thing, because many people, they do not know in what are all the ways we can use ChatGPT. I will tell you an example. When the car was first invented, people didn't use car to travel from their normal distance fast. I repeat, they didn't use car for traveling their normal traveling place fast. They used the car to travel farther, which they would not have traveled at all. That is the use of AI, generative AI. With generative AI, we need to travel the distance which we would not traveled otherwise. Because we have the ability now, we can travel, we can beat developed countries if we really use the right research methodology and if we use our prompt engineering. As I normally say, that people who, after understanding this, people who are not using this are just idiots or ignorant people, idiots or irresponsible people. Therefore, this is so important that we have to work on this. We have to use research methodology through AI in a responsible way through prompting. Now, let me take you to another one in formulating research problem. Oh, I would have shown some example for last time because it's a very important thing. Formulation of research objective. And let me go here. It is step 3B6. Step 3B6. Yeah. Yes, step 3B6. I am going to show you prompts, how to use it. And let me put the same subject only, or if someone can give a new subject. Can any participant give any subject for creating research objectives? I will use that. Okay. Anita madam, privacy preservation techniques. Let me copy that one. Okay, Nishta madam, I will take your topic next. Let me put this. Privacy preservation techniques. I am going to develop research. I am going to develop research objectives. See, these are all the simple time-saving thing. I am making these are simple prompts, but there are prompts which are really big. I will tell you, for example, in Vijnana, some of the prompts are 3 A4 size long prompts. So please see, madam, and please tell where it stands. Privacy preservation techniques research. See, this is only tip of the iceberg. This is only tip of the iceberg. With this, you can start with what are all the prompts I have explained to you in prompt engineering program, and what are all the prompts you are going to get in your LMS. With this, you can grow. See, it is giving you suggested research paper ideas. See, it is saying each of these ideas aims to make a novel contribution to the field. Each of these ideas aim to make a novel contribution to the field of privacy preservation with the potential for publication in high-impact, peer-reviewed international journals. Please, this is what suggested research papers, because suggested research papers coming through that prompt, it is telling that 3 things, and it is saying that each of these ideas aim to make a novel contribution to the field of privacy preservation with potential for publication in high impact peer reviewed international journals. Okay. Now let me take one by one. Now we are going for research objectives. Next, we have given how can AI help researchers with the identification of sample population. Now let us go here. That is step 3B7. Step 3B7. Now let me put Rana madam gave a research question. Yes. Oh, madam, there is a problem here. Actually, I am not very sure, because your research topic is very recent. That is awareness and usage of AI tools among college students. It may not give the right information, because my understanding is ChatGPT has got the training only up to data some 2022 January. So it may not give that. If you give me another subject, definitely topic, definitely I will give. Now meanwhile I will take Philomena madam, relationship between ESG initiatives and financial outcomes in Indian corporations. Okay, let me go here. Let me go to that subject. Put here. Where is the place where I can? Okay, that's a very good question, madam. So my request is that whoever uh, uh, have given those research topics and I did the demonstration or the this here, you please do one thing. You send me your email ID to my WhatsApp. I will send you this copy of this thing to you. I repeat, whichever topics I have taken here for generating, please send your email ID to my WhatsApp. My phone number is there with you. Please send so that I will send it by email. I will take the transcript, copy of this and I will send to you. So please see this. This thing, identification of sample population for research on ECG initiative. You please understand it is not a full research on this. We have taken only one portion. That is what I was telling. That is what I was telling you that we are doing research. We are doing research brick by brick. So here we are in the step 3. Step 3B in the case of research problem identification. So here identification of sample population for this research. Please don't misunderstand that it is full research. It may be about 2 to 3% of your research. It is not, maybe less than that. Like this, there are many things put together. You will get it. Okay, you will get the complete research. Okay, I will write my number again. I will write my number again. Oh, this is only one portion as I was showing you. As I was showing you here for various research requirement. So we are going ahead with this. Now we are completing our this formulating research problem. Now let us go ahead. Now we are going to identifying variables. See, identifying variables, everyone who has done qualitative research, everyone who has done, knows very well there are fights on variables. There are so much of confusion on variables. So how AI can help? Means I will tell you what are all the challenges. If these challenges cannot be met by AI, then what is the use of AI? So we need help where help is required. We need help where there is pain. So when we are thinking about variables, what are all the real problem? Real problem with the variable is operationalizing abstract concepts into measurable variables. That is the challenge. I will repeat, operationalizing abstract concepts into measurable variables. That is the challenge. AI should help it. Then ensuring validity and reliability is a challenge. That is a challenge. Now, another thing, distinguishing between types of variables. Means for this particular research, that is a challenge. Now, when we dealing with the confounding variables, that is a challenge. Data availability and accessibility, that is a challenge. Balancing detail and manageability. We all want to have very big, but whether we can manage it, that is a challenge. Avoiding bias and subjectivity is a challenge. Then when it is coming to interdisciplinary, there are other challenges, and most important thing I will tell you in research, quantifying the qualitative aspect is a challenge. Quantifying the qualitative aspect is a challenge. These are the places in which a research is going to find its destiny. These are the places in which a researcher is actually finding problem. These are the things, are the cognitive issues. These are the places in which our real critical thinking, it comes. We have to find a solution there. Now I will go here. I will show you when it is coming to C, that is identifying variables. This is part of Vijnana. Same way, Vijnana will ask, tell the researcher to give these inputs to me. You, in the research iteration window, you give this information to me. And Vijnana is so intelligent, if some input is not there, it will say input is insufficient. For a good research, you give these inputs to me. Means even if a researcher is starting with only 1 or 2 inputs, Vijnana will ask, compel the researcher to start inputting the data, search for data and inputting. That is the power. That is the AI muscle and brain. So here you will see this. Here you will see that when we are, so when you are seeing here, when we put this information from Bloom's taxonomy's K3, K4 levels, 9 outputs, and from evaluation and creation level of Bloom's taxonomy and new research ideas, it is giving another 12 more outputs. When you change your input in iteration window, it will change the output which is given here. So this is what the ideal research one can dream of. So this is what we will. What are all the problems I told that a researcher faces in identifying variables, and that is actually done through this. Now let me go to this identifying variables. Let me show you how you can, what are all these are introductory notes in identifying variables. See, here there are 9 sections. How can AI help the researcher to understand and define variables? Means it will understand and define variable. There is a variable dictionary. When you are telling this is my research problem, this is my literature review, this is what my objective, then it is going to generate, AI is going to generate variable dictionary. In it will list the variables, probable variables, and you know that it can only suggest. Ultimately, it is your decision which are the variables you are going to use, because variable selection, you know that it has got many repercussions. Even you can tell the chat, this AI will tell you what are all the repercussions. If you use this variable, what are the pros and cons? If you use that variable, what are all the pros and cons? So how can AI help researcher to understand, define variables? How can AI help the researcher to convert concepts into variables? This is very, very important. Converting concepts into variables. How can AI help to classify variables by causal relationship? How can AI help to classify variables by study design and unit of measurements? How can AI help the researcher in determining the measurement scale. I am going to show you some of these things here because you know that I cannot show everything because I take normally 2 days for this. See, each stage, how can AI help the researcher to understand and define variables? Now, let me see this one. What are the things AI will do at this particular point? Concept clarification, variable identification, variable classification, operational definition assistance, historical context analysis. Now, exclusively for qualitative research, variable importance determination, multi-collinear detection, variable transformation recommendation, exclusively for qualitative research. So there are various ways. Means our main objective is that you are not going to use everything, but these are all there for you to use. So once you spend a little time, well, as I was telling you the first day, after using Google for 18 to 20 years, people don't even learn how to use Google. And every time when they use Google, they come out with a secondary, not good result. How to get it? How to do this? So that is why we need to understand the power of AI. Otherwise, the entire research field is going to dogs. It is going to dogs. I am telling you exactly the correct word because we only will splash in the surface. We never go into the depth. We don't understand the power. Now let me show you one very good prompt here. Very good prompt here. It is 3C1. I will take one. Let me take one research question. Okay. Now please understand what it is about. How can AI help the researcher to understand? How can AI help the researcher to understand and define variables? Now let me go there. Let me see let me see this one. Please repeat your prompt in the chat box. Kindly tell me. Okay. Okay, this is one by Sudiksha madam. I am copying text. I am coming here and I am putting this thing here for these variables. Let me see because it's a very interesting topic. Anita Desai. Okay, let us see. So, madam, how do you feel about this? Because this is a new subject for me also. So I am very curious to know that. So Sudhisha madam, what do you feel about this? Because it is a first experience for me, because I have not done anything about, I heard about the novels of Anita Desai, but this is the first time. Okay, thanks. And please understand, this is only tip of the iceberg. With whatever type of the prompts we have, we can dig out diamonds from this. We can dig out diamonds. So there will be two types of researchers. Those people, they can use generative AI like things in Vijnana. Other people, they still think that generative AI is not for them. And when those people, they swim on the top of the ocean, you are going to use submarine, and that is the way you are going to take it. Okay, I am happy that you are happy. Now let us go back. To this. We have shown this one, identifying variable. That is in the first one. That was in the first. Now let us go to the next. See, how can AI help the researcher to convert concepts into variables? And when we progress further and further, when we go in the steps A, B, C, D further, even we need to give that level worthy input. Then we will get appropriate output from there. Now for the simplification purpose, what I am doing, even at higher levels, I am giving a research topic, means it can be fundamental. So therefore, we are getting some of the outputs not that powerful, even though even though it looks very powerful, but we can get more powerful. So therefore, now let us go here to that how can AI help the researcher to convert concepts into variables. That is 3C2. Now let me see one research idea from participants. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is by Dr. Nishta Rana, mental health and digital media usage by adolescents. Let us take that one. Mental health. I am going to put it here in the square box. So mental health and digital media usage by adolescents. Madam, you please see what we are checking here. How can AI help the researcher to convert concepts into variables? It is not a prompt for the entire research. It may be maybe 1% of the research, but it is a key moment of your research, because this is going to determine many things of your research. And here you can see that here there is another square box. Here there is another square box. Anything appropriately, if you feel which is important for ChatGPT to take a decision, you can appropriately put here. So I do not have anything, because it is only because of the time limitation. I am deleting this area from here. Now Rana madam's this research. Now let us see how it is coming here. Comprehensive examination of translating abstract concepts to measurable variables. So context is mental health and digital media usage by adolescents. Abstract concepts, abstract, it has taken concepts, translating, please, madam, you please see this thing, translating the measurable variables and methodologies and theoretical framework, quantitative approaches, qualitative approaches, mixed methods. Now, ethical considerations, validity and reliability. Because you know that your research topic is a sensitive topic. Now, what are the challenges? Subjectivity in reporting, rapidly changing digital landscape, yes. Cultural and socio-economic factors, synthesis of existing literature. Existing research often focuses on negative aspect of digital media. Yes, existing research often focuses on the negative aspects of digital media like screen time, overlooking potential positive impact. Now, proposed original approach and framework. Madam, I think it is giving very good results. That you can send your email ID to my WhatsApp number. I will send this thing by mail to you. Now you are getting 3 suggested research paper ideas. So, madam, you please read it. Each of these ideas would contribute to original insights to the field, addressing the nuanced relationship between digital media and adolescent mental health, and are suitable for publication in high-impact peer-reviewed journals. So please let me know, because you know your subject well. Please let me know, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? Whether it is meeting your expectation. Okay, very good. Now we are going to the next. That is, we have been here in identifying variables. How can AI help? There is a doubt, that one. Was this prompt not to identifying and quantifying variables in the study? No, it was not. It was, how can AI help the researcher to convert concepts into variables? It is a very important point in research. Okay, now let us go to next. See, how can AI help to classify variables by causal relationship? We need to give that type of input, but now let us see what best we can do. It is 3C3. Please understand what we are saying, so that like Ranjan sir inquired now, please understand the question. We are, how can AI help to classify variables by its or their causal relationship? Now let us see, we need to get some research topics from participants. Okay. Fatima madam, impact of Psi-Cap and pro-socialness on work engagement. Actually, I don't understand this, but I hope all spellings are correct. We will try this one. Madam, spellings are correct? Okay, right. Okay, now I am going to see this causal relationships. So you are seeing how it is taking independent variables, dependent variables, intervening variables, and what are all the theoretical frameworks? Now you got the theoretical frameworks for positive psychology framework, social exchange theory, job demands, resources model. What are the current debates? Ethical considerations. Madam, I really liked your topic. Now these are suggested research paper ideas. See, this is an important thing. How can AI help the researcher in determining the measurement scale? And AI can help. See, for quantitative, qualitative, and interdisciplinary, these are the ways. Automated scale recommendation. It means it will give. You give details. It will give the scale recommendation and review past research approaches. statistical method mapping, scale conversion assistance, interactive scale testing. See, and for quantitative exclusively, statistical compatibility, predictive data modeling, scale validation and reliability testing. And for qualitative, contextual scale recommendation, semantic consistency check, iterative scale refinement. Means these are all the things which Ivy League universities and for high impact research, what are the things they do? You can easily do. You can easily do with the AI. And while doing this, if you ask, why am I doing this? What is the reason? What is the result? What is the repercussion? What are the implications? What are the assumptions? When you look like that, when you do like that, you will be radiating knowledge. You will be the person radiating knowledge. You need not tell that you are a PhD holder. Everybody sitting around you, from your look, from your words, they are going to understand that you are a PhD holder. You are a scholar. So that is the way, like Swami Vivekananda said, you will light the lamp to light many, many lamps. So here we are going to put one more prompt here. How can AI help the researcher in determining the measurement scale? Let me go for a subject which has got quantitative, because we are doing so many qualitative here. Now let me go to 3C5. 3C5. From here onwards, it will ask for, it requires more and more input, but let me show only for a demonstration purpose. But please understand, whatever you are seeing, its power is something 100 times. What you are getting is only 1%. Now let me show that one. I am looking for a quantitative thing. Okay, it is okay. Ramesh sir has given one subject. I hope it is quantitative. I will put that one. Blockchain technology issues, healthcare application. Or is it a quantitative? New trends in. Okay, I will go here. New trends in psychoanalysis using layered molybdenum sulfide. Let me see how it is going to be. Let me put this into this. Molybdenum, I hope molybdenum spelling, sulfide spelling. No, it is sulfide is right. Now, I am not going to give much information with whatever available because of the time limitation. Otherwise, the power is very high. Send message. Intricacies in choosing measurement scales for research variables. Context, new trends in photocatalysts using layered molybdenum sulfide. Nominal scale used for categorizing it is showing nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale. Ratio scale. Now theoretical frameworks and methodological approaches. Statistical tools and validation techniques. It is showing potential biases and innovative solutions. What are the measurement bias? Sampling bias. Now suggested research paper ideas. AI-driven optimization of photocatalyst processes. See, I want to tell that because it was asking for more information, I didn't give variable to this. So the means what are all the suggested variable, so that it would have done a more uh, comprehensive analysis here. So, sir, hope this is coming as per your expectation, and this is only tip of the iceberg. You can build upon this a lot. This is only the preliminary, and if you are going for the complete research, it is only about 1% of your research. Now, let us go this identification of variables. Summary. Okay. Now our next is constructing hypothesis. So it is already 8:47. Now let us go for questions, and please ask questions. Whatever I know, I will answer. Let me go through the questions in the chat box. Okay, see, some of the subjects given here I could not use, but I promise that tomorrow we will use. Tomorrow we will use that. Is there any question? Let us discuss about that. Or any suggestions? It can be any. Okay. There is a Dr. Sri Kumar's question, how to access Vijnana. See, Vijnana is a desktop program for institutions. It is not for individuals. Institution in the sense individual departments of the institutions can have. The reason is it is not web-based, but it is connected to generative AI. It has got a very, very crucial critical thinking engine. Because of this critical thinking engine, so far it is not possible to put it on web. Therefore, it is to be used in your department. It is to be purchased by the institution and keep there. But that is the main thing. That is the main thing of this particular application. Okay. See, now Ramesh Naik sir question, how many steps are there in Vijnana tool and how many questions are there? Is every question is for research framing, for there are steps for research methodology also. Could you please show the overview of the Vijnana tool? Thanks. See, as I was telling you yesterday, Vijnana is for anyone getting an idea spark. This idea spark will be nurtured through about 10 steps and bring to the complete research. So anything and everything one can think about in research, it is done systematically. And all the problems faced by our research scholars in all our campuses, everything is addressed here. Even it will take care that the scholars are not going away from the subject, keeping focus and doing well. You can, okay, it is for Ramesh Naik sir. You can contact me. I will put the right person. Okay, here it is. Rajiv Ranjan sir, is the currency of information of ChatGPT 3.5 and 4 the same? I think it is same, because my understanding is that my understanding is that it is not the trained data which is different. It is the reasoning power which is different between 3.5 and 4. My understanding is 4 is 700 times powerful in reasoning than 3.5. That is the reason many people say, I got this from ChatGPT, but somebody else will get much better results from ChatGPT. Any more questions? Okay, today you told about other aspects of ChatGPT, like okay, does Vijnana have to access to databases that are behind a paywall? No, it is not there. So, but Vijnana will recommend you do this. Vijnana will tell that with this information, your research will be better. So that because no software can do everything. So that particular thing you can always always do it outside. But Vijnana will advise you what to do, what are the things required additional to do this one, so that your research will be superior. Now, one thing, actually Ramesh Naik sir's question, let me go here. See, when you are going to ChatGPT 4, I am going here called DAL-E. When I go for DAL-E, I am going to tell you one very simple thing. Draw an image of Canara Engineering College, Mangalore. See, it may not give you the same thing, but I am only showing by. But if you write a proper prompt, you will get your college photograph here. This may look like your college in the future, but one thing, if you give more detailed prompt, it will be very long, but you can get it fast. And this is a wonderful thing. And with ChatGPT 4, this is coming free. You see that how many seconds you are taken. And yeah, this is what your image is in your words. Vijnana tools content is available in LMS. Actually, you are getting 200 prompts. 200 prompts. Okay, any more questions? Okay, it is a Priyada madam's question. Sir, can we make a PowerPoint presentation with the help of ChatGPT? I have shown you yesterday, or not shown, I have explained to you that you can, because ChatGPT is a verbal, means it cannot make images there. But DALI can make, that's a different thing. Therefore, the most intelligent, brilliant way for a teacher, for a scholar is to ask, prompt ChatGPT to get full content from ChatGPT, and you copy it and you put it on a PowerPoint slide. That is the safest thing for you. Don't try to make complete presentation from ChatGPT. You will get caught. You will get caught, and whatever it is coming, it is no, it doesn't align with your personality and your intelligence level. So prompt to ChatGPT, get page-wise information, and that you can use. Now, Suresh Matthew sir, is it possible to predict reaction products using ChatGPT? Yes. Now, any more questions?
If any of you have any more questions, please post it in the chat box and we'll pick it up.
See, if ChatGPT is doing to, okay, this is Rajiv Ranjan sir's question. Just a general question. It is not general, it's a very focused question. If ChatGPT is doing all the heavy lifting work like drafting content, reviewing, summarizing, and analyzing, etc., what heavy higher order skills must students be taught? Yeah, this is the place in which you have to think. There is always something called skill migration. Skill migration. What you thought was an exemplary skill 20 years ago is not a skill now. Anyone with a camera, with whatever verbal thing, just to shoot something and stick together, it was a movie 25 years ago. But that is not a movie now. Now, anyone taking a video, nobody is going to see itself. So there is what is happening is the refinement. What is happening is the refinement. So whatever is the tool available, if you can see one, I will tell you one abstract, one information. Who are the people they were successful, and in each generation they stretched the limit of the available technology. I want to repeat, they stretched the limit of the available technology of that time. They did, and they got the maximum insight from the available text or available books at that time. For example, I will tell you, recently I watched a movie, it was 1939 movie. How green was my valley? How green was my valley? It is 1939 movie. It is black and white. But the sharpness of the picture, the lighting, and each and every moment, camera angle, if you see, it will compete with the movie of 2023. How? They stretched the technology of 1939. Similarly, as Rajiv Ranjan sir's question here, what are all the things available to us? With ChatGPT, we have to stretch the limit. That is what Vijnana is doing. It is actually stretching the limit. When you stretch the limit, you become classic. You start delivering something other people really feel saying, wow. So if your objective is that you want to make wow, then you have to always stretch the limit of the available technology of that time. I hope I answered Rajiv Ranjan sir's question. Oh, he asked one more. Even idea generation, creative thinking, interpretation, etc., which are taught of as a higher order cognitive. I think I answered. My answer involves this also. If you have any more discussion on this, I am ready to debate. You can always call me. You have my number. Now, please let me know any more question. So, Sijin sir, there are no more questions. Are there any questions on YouTube?
Let me just check, sir.
Yeah.
There's one question which says, do AI give the exact summary of papers which are available in different journals?
Yes. As I was telling earlier, which are all the journals available in public domain, it will give. And these AI applications, what I was discussing, it will give the hint that you need to search for these type of information. So with that hint, you can always go and search for the rest of the thing. It is behind the paywall or a firewall. I hope I answered the question.
Can one get can uh, can uh, can Joe, one can get site research with concept while using ChatGPT?
Okay, I'm not clear. Can you send screenshot to me? I will see that.
Okay.
Please send me the screenshot so that we can answer.
I'll put it in your WhatsApp. Can you see?
Yeah, please.
All right, okay. I'll send it to you.
I am waiting for that. Yeah.
All right, okay. I've put it in your WhatsApp.
Yeah, okay. See, do one can get site research with the concept while using ChatGPT? Yes, you can do this, but I am doubtful whether you will get it in one stroke. Okay, because that you have to really use your prompt and you have to see. Then like this type of a recommendation, like Vijnana, if you can get recommendation and it will be very narrowed down searching. Means you go with a keyword and you get 15,000 recommendation. No use, because you are not going to do that. You have to get maximum 15 to 20. That you can get. So any more question or we'll close?
Yeah, I think that's it from in YouTube. There's no more questions there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think we can end for today and continue tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Ejin. Thanks a lot. You did very well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful session. I think it was very insightful into this research methodology and how to use ChatGPT to get the results what they want in their research.
Okay.
So we will continue tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll continue with the same with the session on research methodology using ChatGPT. Tomorrow will be our 6th day of the FDP. So we have one more session with Dr. Suresh Namboothiri's topic on research methodology using ChatGPT. So everyone, please join in on time at 7 p.m. so that we can have a fruitful session and we will see you there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Good night.
Good night.